Improving what's already one of the most incredible road-going Ferraris of all time is something that required pushing engineers to examine every last centimeter of the car, said Gianmaria Fulgenzi, Ferrari's chief product development officer. But more than that, the company adopted a new strategy. In the recent past, Ferrari's thinking was to build a road car first, then a customer 20 racing program around it to satisfy drivers wanting to take their skills to the next level. Now, with the 2025 Ferrari SF90 XX Stradale, and its 20 Spider sibling, the approach has essentially been melded into one cohesive, insanely capable car. It was a decision not initially in the cards. As Ferrari Chief Marketing and Commercial Officer Enrico Galliera told us, doing an even higher spec version of what was already thought of in the company as something of a one-off special series car along the lines of the Enzo or the La Ferrari wasn't in the development plan. But plans change, especially when your customers start asking for something unique. And when an 20 style SF90 road car was floated, the excitement of seeing that it was possible to do something completely different with a completely different concept with performance that is absolutely stunning, Galliera said, was too tempting to resist. Another big part of what makes the 2025 Ferrari SF90 20 quicker around Fiorano is its rear wing design, which marks the first time one has been affixed to a Ferrari road car since the heyday Ferrari F50. Doing the wing thing for the SF90, while clearly a huge advantage for the recent Ferrari 20 race cars, was a somewhat thorny issue. According to Galliera, it was the design team's biggest challenge to make something that didn't look tacked on and tacky. Thankfully, he said, Ferrari is a closely knit group, and the tight working relationship between design and engineering helped to make the car not only hyper-functional but also a work of hypercar art. The wing is just one element of a cornucopia of race-bred aerodynamic improvements that effectively double the base SF90's maximum downforce. Everywhere that air flows over, through, and under the car was effectively rethought. Among the enhancements are two new S-ducts in the hood, a redesigned front diffuser and reworked underbody, reshaped intake plenums, and louvers on the front and rear wheel arches. Wherever possible, the every centimeter approach applied to the SF90 20 profile. It also lost around 20 pounds of overall weight, though the addition of the wing and other elements offset some of the baseline weight-saving measures. It isn't all about aero, of course. One of the most intriguing aspects of the 2025 Ferrari SF90 20 is its new qualifying mode you can access from the car's e-Manettino dynamic settings switch. Dial it up, and you can essentially play F1 driver while hitting the car's energy boost function. It's derived from that F1 technology, and there's even a handy visual power meter display in the instrument panel. There are up to 30 tokens of push depending on how much energy is available or recovered by regenerative braking, and its best use is to add an extra dollop of power out of a corner. Ferrari says it used 7 of them to maximize the car's Fiorano lap time. Shifting comes via an upgraded version of the SF90's 8-speed dual-clutch gearbox, with an improved shift logic first introduced on the Ferrari Daytona SP3 Limited Edition V12-powered model. As owners pound the paddles, they'll be treated to sonic improvements also made as a result of the updates. We got a taste of how ferocious and delicious it all sounds during the SF90 20's reveal at Fiorano, and we're especially jealous of those 599 lucky SF90 20 Spider owners who will get to hear it al fresco. The 799 hardtop owners, all cars are already spoken for, naturally, need not worry, though, as engineers have also extensively reworked key elements of the exhaust system to give them plenty of race car raucous sonic boom boom, as well. Helping keep things in line at the track are further improvements to Ferrari's electronic systems designed to stabilize and improve dynamic control during extreme maneuvers and heavy braking. The new SF90 20 benefits from the 2.0 version of Ferrari's dynamic enhancement system, which allows for more slide when you want it and keeps the car from overcorrecting when it detects things are getting pear-shaped. The car also benefits from a system controller called ABS Evo, which debuted on the 296 GTB. As the name indicates, it's more electronic wizardry designed to enhance braking in high grip situations and thereby improve at the limit handling. All of this race car gear, aero magic, and otherworldly performance are of course what a car like the 2025 Ferrari SF90 20 Stradale is all about. But given that it's also a road car, Ferrari wanted to make sure you could park it at the country club and not have it look like it was some sort of motorsport liveried, exhaust bellowing alien you snuck out of the paddock. Ferrari's styling center had to work extra hard to make sure that was the case. At the event, the first 2 cars it showcased were not done up in Rosso Corsa but instead with what it called Blanco Artico white with an orange accent scheme for the hardtop and an Azzurro Dino blue and yellow livery for the SF90 20 Spider. Galliera said that was by design, given the car's unique nature which allowed them to explore new directions. Design chief Flavio Manzoni and his team leaned into the SF90 XX Stradale's racing profile and worked to enhance the spirit of its extreme performance mission while also innovating and updating the base SF90's design language. The entire rear of the car, Manzoni said, is reshaped, headlined of course by the aforementioned wing. The rear is further highlighted by a new cohesive and uninterrupted rear light bank that spans the car's width and helps aid the wider, lower look. Various cooling and other elements were integrated further into the design by using geometric shapes or otherwise employing contrasting colors. The front light banks are also reshaped, as are various functional elements the styling team had input in designing. Inside, Ferrari installed what it says are the lightest seats it has ever fitted to a production car, but it also worked to make sure that they weren't punishing and spine-crushing. Carbon fiber abounds, and other elements like the door panels have been restyled to better fit the car's mission and to save weight. So what's the price for Maranello's new monster mashup of 20 race heritage wrapped up in a road-going bow? Well, if you have to ask, we understand the coupe starts at €770,000, presently about $840,000, with the Spider ringing in at €850,000, approximately $927,000. And the Europeans paying euros will get their cars first, beginning in the second quarter of 2024, with the US market cars coming late next year. Race cars for the road aren't cheap, but it hasn't stopped customers from snapping all of them up already. We're sure they'll be satisfied with every centimeter of the Ferrari SF90 XX Stradale.